Namaskar and a very good morning. Welcome to the audio guys from Kotak Securities. I'm your host Incase Anindya Banerjee. Last दो trading session में USDINR has rallied from nearly 81.20 to all the way up to 82.62 कल का जो spot closing था. And this entire move has happened जब globally dollar index is flat. Equity markets are a bit wobbly but कोई major sell off तो है नहीं. It's slightly down. US bond yields are down. Brent crude is at 79. In spite of all these positives, Indian rupee has been one of the worst performing currencies in the world. There are a number of factors being outlined why this may have happened. The regular factors जैसे ये है कि stop losses got hit in the onshore and offshore, corporate demand for dollar was there, but these factors are always there in the market. They cannot create such a divergent move, right? So a couple of things which we'd like to point out, which came to our attention since yesterday morning, and जिसके बारे में we wrote elaborately in our Telegram group since yesterday. Factor number one is that there is a talk of unwinding of the yuan carry trade. Yes, it's not yen carry trade. Japanese yen is generally used as a funding currency for carry trades because of negative interest rates, and that has been the case for last few decades. But this time it is yuan carry trade because of the problems in China and the COVID lockdowns. Traders or speculators in the offshore market primarily were short yuan and long rupee. So it was kind of a short China, long India kind of a trade. Now that started to unwind over the past 2-3 trading sessions as China is reopening, and if you would have seen, the Chinese stocks and the Hong Kong stocks have really outperformed every other stock market in the world over the past 3 trading sessions. So that is also happening in the currency market as well. जिसके कारण the traders who were short in CNH, they had to buy that, and they were long in the rupee, they had to sell that. So typically the trade happens through this, that they would buy a USDINR forward and they would sell a USD CNH forward to unwind the trade which they have currently. जिसके कारण last 6 trading sessions में CNH has appreciated by nearly 5% against the Indian rupee. So ये जो unwinding था इसके कारण that really fueled the rally in the USDINR. Now, it's hard to say how much of that unwinding is done and how much of it is left. That we'll only get to know once the market opens and the price action. ये एक factor है. दूसरा important factor, and that is more structural in nature, that is the low forward premium. मतलब जो spot और futures या spot और forward के साथ जो difference है, that is at an 11-year low, and that is dangerous because it reduces the supply of dollars in the forward market. क्योंकि जब forward premium low रहता है इतना, तो तब for example for a month is just 10 paisa, right? We haven't seen this low in as I said in 11 years. So जब forward premium इतना low होता है, उससे problem क्या है कि जो carry traders है, they don't want to do carry trade, so that reduces the supply of dollars in the forward market. दूसरा जो exporters है, they don't like to hedge with such low forward premium. It's like as a selling on spot itself. अगर 10 पैसा premium है just for a month, so that reduces supply in the forwards, and in case of any shock from the world, you see a flare up in USDINR. That is something which is a more structural in nature. Now, RBI ka intervention can be seen. Why I'm saying can be seen? Because 2 metric which RBI observes, both are flashing red. एक, Indian rupee, as I said, is one of the worst performing currencies. अगर हम लोग 1 month का data देखें या 2 months का data देखें, even if we see a data which is spanning year till date, Indian rupee has become one of the weakest currencies from being a slightly outperformer. So a significant deterioration in performance over the past 1 month, and specifically over the past 48 hours. So RBI doesn't like the rupee to be too strong or too weak. They tend to intervene aggressively when it happens. So that's one. Second, the volatility of the Indian rupee has become exceptionally high over the past 2 days, which is again not something which RBI likes. And they have openly said that they'll target volatility. So in both cases, it makes sense for the RBI to intervene. Now, how RBI can intervene? They can definitely sell through the spot market. Selling through forwards don't make sense because the forward premiums are already crushed and can actually hurt the rupee eventually. If you keep pushing the forward premium lower, then what will happen is that the speculative attack risk will increase. So a spot intervention is there, and also RBI could announce a sell buy swap. So sell in spot, buy in the forwards that will push up the forward premium and which can in turn help the USDINR. आज RBI का monetary policy है. Expectation is for a 35 basis point hike. If RBI does a 50 basis point hike, which looks very unlikely, but if RBI does a 50 basis point hike and does an intervention or announces a swap, it can have let's say a major positive impact on the Indian rupee. But again, we have to see if RBI does a shallow hike, for example at 25 bips or 35 bips, and announces no swap or does not intervene, then I fear that USDINR may actually take off and aim for the all-time highs near 83.25 on the spot. Now, how to trade USDINR is going to be tricky आज, क्योंकि RBI का monetary policy है, and so volatility is going to be exceptionally high. So keep one thing in mind, अगर in case 82.60 के ऊपर 82.50 के ऊपर अगर फ्यूचर सस्टेन होता है, देयर इज अ रिस्क ऑफ अ फ्लेयर अप. स्पेसिफिकली अगर ये 82.70 क्रॉस करता है, द नेक्स्ट स्टॉप कैन बी 83 एंड बियॉन्ड दैट 83.25 83.30. So it's a high momentum play. Keep your position sizes small because volatility is going to be high, and preferably use options instead of futures. Cross currencies में because of the volatility in USDINR, the volatility in Euro, Pound and Yen will also be quite high. So trade accordingly. So that's it, folks. This is Anindya Banerjee signing off. A fantastic day.